How to use Google Chat. Simple tutorial. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can get started with Google Chat. Now, Google Chat is a really simple to use tool that was initially designed for businesses, but has now grown into a free to use tool for everyone. So if you have a Google account, you can probably use Google Chat. Simply search for Google Chat on Google. And if you are logged in on your browser, like I am over here, this will show you Google Chat and you can directly log in. However, if you click on your apps on the top right, you will scroll down and you can find Google Chat as well. Now, once you log on to Google Chat, you will have three options: to browse spaces, find tools, and to start your own chat. If you click on the left over here, this opens up this tab where you can create spaces, browse them, find apps, and see any of your message requests. Below that, you will see any mentions and any starred messages. And then you have your direct messages, spaces, and apps. Now, to get started with Google Chat, we're going to find some spaces. So we're going to click on Browse Spaces, and we can search for any type of space. Let's say I search for funny over here. Now, currently, I'm going to just search for all, and because this is a sample account, it does not have a lot of available spaces. You can find spaces to join, but if you can't find any spaces, then you can even create your own. Let's say I want to search for Pakistan. Well, currently there are no spaces because, my invites don't have any spaces. Now, on the top right, you even have thread as well as unread, so you can view those messages as well. Now, because we don't have any spaces to join, I want to create my own. So you can click on Start New Chat. And once you do that, you can click on Create a Space. Let's say this is going to be Comedy Club. And I can add an emoji to use and then click on Create. Once I do that, this will create a space. Now, in this space, I can add whoever I want. So within that, I even have a shared section where I can share different files. You can click on Add to add your files from your drive. Then you have tasks, which can be related to a space. Your spaces can be really organized and can be a great way for team management. So if I click on space, I can click on Add Members, and I'm just going to add a couple of my own accounts as an example. I'm just going to click on this, add another account of mine, and I'm just going to create a space for these three people, like so. Then I can click on Add. Once we create our space with multiple different members, from the top, you guys will see that the space will invite the people until the other people accept the invite. So I'm just going to go into our other account to accept our Google Space invite. We're just going to go into this section here. Then we will have our invite. So to find any invites, we can click on our message requests, and you guys can see we have a couple of different ones, but we are searching for the one we just sent out and have been invited. Usually we can even find these. I'm just gonna search for this in our mail instead, because that can often be very quick. Yeah, so we have other invites. I cannot seem to find the chat invite. Let's just wait and see if the invite has come through yet. And we're gonna browse spaces. Spaces I haven't joined, all spaces, not now, like so. Now from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna re-invite, because sometimes this can get lost. So we can click on Manage Members. We can see we have these two members invited. We can message them as well as block them. I'm just gonna message myself, hi, and this is going to be sent as a direct message. Then you will see your space details as well. So within your space details, it includes a description and guidelines. If this is not a workspace, then you might want to add some general guidelines if you have just a community club, and then you have other apps that you can integrate. You can click on Add Apps to add the app, including things like polls, translators, able poll, absolute polling tools, as well as AHA, which is a road mapping activity. Then we have the AI Force Reception, AI Monster, Transcribers, Tutors, Anyo, Atlas, and many other applications. You also have webhook integrations available, which you can directly integrate within your Google's chat space. Then from here, when we've created our space, we can start our conversations. On the bottom, if you take a look, you can attach items from your Google Drive, but you can also send out calendar invites for events directly in your Google Chat or your Google Space within your Google Chat. You can even send out meeting links so it's easier for everyone to join meetings. Then if you click on messaging, you can just get started. Hi, this is our community club, whatever messages you want to send out. Within your section, so within your space, you can choose to add notification, pin a few messages like rules. If you want, you can pin those as well, but let's say you want to pin like an upcoming event or something that is due. You can also go on ahead and turn off history, where it deletes new messages in 24 hours, which means that there's not going to be an archival record of all of the messaging and all of the data that is being said or in all the conversations that are happening. And in your space details, members are not going to be added until the invite is completed and accepted. Now, after that, you will find any mentions of you to be in the mention section. So if you are mentioned within any direct messages or spaces, you will find it here. And if you've messaged or if you start anything, so let's say you found something important, you can click on more actions and click on star, and then this will be in your starred messages. This can help you in accessing messages very quickly if there is something urgent and important that you want to keep a track of. Generally, Google Chat is far more helpful than a lot of people do realize, because Google Chat is going to be a simple tool. Now, I have my message and I'm going to click on accept anyways because it was marked as spam. Then from here, we can even directly send out a Google Meet invite. So with our Google Meet invite, we are going to be able to just start a video conference with multiple people if we want, but with an individual as well. Now that we have accepted our invite, we can start direct messaging as well as start conversing within our spaces as well. And within spaces, you can toggle into when you have multiple different active spaces. So especially if you have multiple spaces for your different teams, for your businesses, or for different jobs that you might be working, you can toggle the unread filter, which allows you to only see unread messages. This is really helpful when you have multiple different conversations going on and you only want to know what is in unread, so you don't have to, constantly navigate between, all the sections where you are being invited. You guys can see this is our comedy club invite. We're going to click on preview, then we're going to click on join. And once we do that, our club will be joined and we can see the message in our comedy club. From there, you can choose if you want to be notified. Each person can choose their own notifications as they want, and any new joinings will be notified within the group. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and if you have any questions or queries, you guys can leave those in the comments down below. I would love to know what you guys have to say.